Hey everybody, Rosematter here, and welcome to my overdue reaction and discussion for episodes 7 and 8 of the Psycho Pass anime. Thank you guys for being patient. Unfortunately, I got quite sick last week, so I had to put off this video. But I'm excited to get back into Psycho Pass. I missed it. I really enjoy this show, and we left off on a pretty big cliffhanger last time, learning that the white-haired man from the very first episode that Kagami was hunting, his name is Makishima. So it seems like he is kind of the mastermind behind a lot of the crimes going on. His reason for doing this, I'm not sure. And the latest one we learned about is this creepy art student at a girls' high school who is killing her fellow classmates and displaying their bodies as like art pieces. And it seems to kind of be a repeat of a crime that happened years ago that actually took the life of Kagami's his partner or one of the enforcers that he worked with because he was a detective. So it seems like maybe this girl is following in the footsteps of this previous serial killer, but it just adds some extra layers of it. And then to learn that Makishima is seemingly, I don't want to use the word grooming, but he's kind of nudging this girl towards doing these crimes, maybe helping her out in some way. And it's the big question of like in the Sibyl system, how is this guy getting away with all of these crimes? And what is his big reason for doing this? So I imagine we're going to be getting some more into this because we left off with the girl, the high school student. It seems like she's hunting some more people. So I assume we're going to continue on with her story, which I'm very excited about. It's nice to have like a female villain and such a young one on top of that. So let's get back into this story and let's see what happens in these episodes. Oh, there she is. Okay, so I guess we're gonna see her tragic backstory. Obviously has a sick father. Okay, so there's some sort of infection going on. Okay, interesting. So right off the bat, all right, so we are getting into a whole new thing going on, an infection called Serenity, which doesn't sound unpleasant, especially in a world where your stress level determines so much and can have like really really bad ramifications. Serenity seems like kind of what people are kind of trying to achieve, but maybe they achieve it through ways that are not good. And basically, I guess somebody, if they're brain dead, I guess you could say in some way that they're serene because they have no stress because they're not really able to have thoughts. So I guess it's one of those things like be careful what you wish for. Like you don't want to be stressed, but if you have no thoughts at all, I guess what do you have to be stressed about if you feel nothing? I just love this opening so much. Every time I watch it, it's so good. The song is good. It's good to get back into the show again. I missed it. Oh, because right, yeah, because his partner uh went the same way. Okay, he's taken it pretty well, actually. He seems more upset on his behalf. Okay, so that's a different girl. The first girl that I thought it was the girl, she had pigtails, didn't she? The one that she was talking to. Maybe she's like she's going to be the next victim. My thing is why I doubt it's the same girl. Because wasn't it an older man last time? Ino and Kagami seem to have an interesting relationship. Oh hey, more shortlist Kagami. I'm okay with this. Akane seems to be like she's like, I just want to talk to him, but I don't want the view. I mean, that's a good way to get rid of your stress, right? Take it out physically. I love how he's just throwing that back at her face. At least he's got a little bit of humor to him. It's a very dry humor, but yeah, she's admiring the view. Look at her. Look at her. I don't know what she's looking at, but I can. Yeah, she was not looking at his face. She's only human after all. Okay. So he has to feel like it. Don't say it's the weapon, Kelly. You have to take responsibility for your kills. No, no, Kane. It's fine. So, like, he's got a good idea about it. It's just like you can't just decompartmentalize and be like, well, I didn't kill the person. The weapon did. It's not on me. He's very, I gotta say, he's like very level-headed and understanding for the most part. Yeah, because it was a guy, he said last time, right? It was a guy, and I think he had like a young person that was working with him, but it was a boy, I think. So I'm wondering like what this girl, Ouryou, I think is her name, is like. Why does she do this? What does that have to do with her father being in like a coma? Yeah, so like I said, he doesn't want to cause any problems. So it's like he does seem to have some respect for him. Sasayama was like the hothead, and he's like the cool, calm detective. Oh, I wonder. So there's the ad about like the pharmaceutical thing about like don't feel stress. I wonder if that's maybe what that Oria's father is taking, like that medication, and maybe she's following the footsteps of like fighting that pharmaceutical company. Nakashima, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna be going and doing stuff like this, maybe don't have like white hair that stands out. Like, oh, that's the girl with the pigtails. And this girl is cool. She was like, she called that girl out right away. She's like, there's something weird about her. Damn, like she is, her intuition is great. I was like, this girl should be a detective. Like, she's on top of it. She's even like, she knows. She's like, I have an idea who is behind it. Like, damn, girl's sharp. That's creepy as hell. Okay, she already dead at this point. Oh, so she's following in her father's like artwork. Oh, okay. There's more to it than that. There has to be. And now he's in like coma. Okay. This girl's dead, isn't she? Uh, well, interesting. It is true, right? Yeah, it's like if you live a life completely without stress, then be very boring. So it's like the opposite effect. You can die either through too much stress or no stress at all. It's just like you just have to find that middle ground. I guess this goes into the stories going into the whole thing about like what it is to be human, to have like no worries at all is just like, is that really living? Is that the reason he's doing all this stuff? Is he's like trying to like expose this secret from happening? So she feels like he threw away his gift because he wanted to like take medication to not have stress and just became like a corpse. So creepy. And his daughter unfortunately took it very literally in terms of like, I will bring it to life. Just the creepiness of like Ode to Joy playing in the background right now. Like, how did this guy seek her out? How did he find out about this girl? Was he a famous artist and like he learned about this? Because that's a he seems to find people who are vulnerable and he's like, I will give you the tools to enact your revenge on society or whatever. Damn, is Makishima, is he setting all this stuff up for her? Uh, I have to assume so because like I unless the father is very rich, I'm like, how does she have yeah like all of these facilities? Why does it seem like every school in the things I watch have like some sort of secret creepy basement facility? With the previous serial killer who was doing this stuff with the bodies, did Makishima help him out as well? Like, how far does this go back? How long has he been doing this for? Oh god, she's got the body in there, doesn't she? Inside that suitcase all cut up because they said they dismember them while they're still alive. Oh, no, she's still. Oh, interesting. 6, wow. But that's assuming that it's the original person that they assumed it was, but. Oh no, this girl's. Oh no, don't. Oh gosh, she's just like going directly to the source. She's gonna be the next victim, isn't she? This girl's like a black widow just ensnaring people in her web. Oh shit. She's like, well, you weren't supposed to see that. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Well, that happened quickly. The girl with the ponytail, she's gonna figure this stuff out. She's gonna. I feel like she'll stop Ouryou before even of the detectives do. Oh fuck, that's. Wow. Okay. So it seems like we're gonna be following this girl's story for a bit, which I'm okay with. She's like the most interesting antagonist by far. Like, yeah, Makishima, he's kind of like the puppet master and everything, and he's all mysterious and stuff. But like this girl, like we have her motive, just the fact that she's so young, just like a female antagonist of that. Just I always find that stuff really interesting. All right, on to the next one. I'm excited to see what happens next. Okay, so we're having like a synopsis of literally what just happened. It'd be funny. It's one thing if like, it's been a week since you watched the last episode, but literally I just saw it. So but at the same time, it's not bad to kind of just have things just given to you in a little concise bite-sized little things you can like really grasp what's happening. But we got the gist of it. Now, hopefully they'll actually be able to figure out like what's going on. Like how long is this girl going to be able to run around killing her classmates? It seems like, the one girl, I wish I could remember her name 'cause she seems like a cool character. The one student seems to kind of like have an idea what's going on. She's grasped it pretty quickly, so hopefully the actual like police will be able to figure it out pretty soon. And if it's based on how it usually is, Kagami's going to be able to figure out what's going on. Gino won't listen to him and then realize that Kagami was right the whole time. But then Kagami also, like, he said himself, he hasn't been able to figure out who the person is behind it. Because I mean, we know like Kagami, he took it pretty well, saying like the whole stereotypical like you're off the force detective, even though he's not a detective anymore. But he's just gonna go behind everybody's back and probably solve the whole thing himself. And there's these things looking around. I guess finally they've like the security is increased. Well, yeah, I wonder why. Like how many students have died? Like, yeah, 2 students. Oh, okay, that's who he is. He was a former teacher. All right. I was trying to figure out. I'm like, I know that there was an older guy who was behind the original one. Oh wow. Oh, that's creepy, but also, damn, she's like spitting truth. Like they're just basically setting up little slave girls almost. Not literally, but she said they're like pre-packaged to basically be like marriage material. Is she being like, I'm taking them away from that and showing their true beauty through my art? Kind of fucked up. And how does this guy just walking around this academy? Like, is he disguised as like a member of the faculty or something? So like, does she do this for her arts and the whole thing about like the beauty of women, but like not as they are pre-packaged in a standard way, like they're all fucked up looking. But also like she wants to cause stress on the world because the lack of stress took away her father. I'm glad that they're finally investigating. They're finally here, which means Kagami will run in and tell them, like, I know exactly. Well, they're still assuming it's a guy. So I'm guessing, is there anything in the blueprints about the secret facility that's under the school? Here he goes. He's gonna crack the case. He's like, it's not him at all. It's a student. Because he's always right. Okay, so the other guy was doing it to expose corruption. Ugh. Now, why go after his old partner, right? Like, what was his reason? Ew. Oh my gosh. This is, parks are beautiful. It shows like maybe it's like they want the actual the art. She wants the art to be the display piece, where the other guy was about showing it in places that were like grandiose. Damn, he's like he definitely has that detective's intuition. Akane needs to learn from him, but I mean, you only learn by experience, I suppose. Also, like apparently a psychologist. Yeah, he's doing exactly. He's doing police profiling. I like these two together. And I don't mean like in a romantic sense. I just like their partnership. I like that she trusts him and he seems to respect her and understands, why she does what she does. It's like Silence of the Lambs. It's like we need to go to someone who also is kind of messed up, and we got to ask them like to how would someone think the way that you think. Oh, well, well. So he tattoos himself, or he just draws himself. So I can't imagine them giving a prisoner like sharp objects to tattoo yourself with. Oh damn, he's gonna just stay up straight up, be like, okay, so it's the daughter. The daughter goes to the school. But he was a pretty famous artist, or at least he had his fans. Obviously, they're kind of fucked up. Boom, done, found it. All right. Now it's just hopefully they'll be able to. I wonder if Oria's going to go after the girl with the ponytail first or next because maybe she suspects that she's onto her and maybe they can save her in time. Once again, like Gino, learn to listen to Kagami. He's like right all the time. And of course, like she's painting like her literal crimes. She just doesn't give a fuck. Oh damn, is he just gonna assassinate her right here? Damn. Oh, you idiots! And she's gonna run away. Of course she is. Maybe she'll lead him to where she has all the bodies kept. I'm guessing all he cares about is like the how the school's gonna look. They always just care about the appearance of like, no, this is a good school. We don't want there to be any like any news about this. Oh no, you don't. Oh, that's right. That's the dude, right, who dressed up last time. Yeah, she got it. Like she's like, cause I'm awesome. I'm an amazing detective. Oh, Kane. I feel bad for Kane. She's supposed to be the main character, and yet it feels like a lot of the time she's just kind of pushed to the background. It's basically like the Kagami show, which I'm okay with, but I like Akane too, and I'm like, I want her to have a chance to come into her own, you know? There it is. Disposal center. Well, that is what an appropriate name. I have a feeling that, I mean, unless Makashima's able to work some magic, this is going to be the end of Ouryou today. Oh, wow. Well, he's just right there. He's like in the school, just hiding in plain sight. So he is pretending to be faculty. It's just like, this guy is still so young. How is he able to just do all this stuff? That's like, I want to know more about this guy. Oh, this enforcer is also very mysterious too. when they go through the cameras, are they not going to see the white-haired guy? He kind of stands out. Like he must. He's going to see her. He's going to see him. Oh shit! Is he like erasing himself from the camera? Yeah, because he talks to her multiple times in the art room. And they talk knowing that like this they're being recorded the whole time. Wow. Oh shit. What did she draw too much suspicion? Oh no, he's gonna kill her, isn't he? No loose ends. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh god. She's gonna get torn apart by these dog things, isn't she? I don't know too much about art. Is this some sort of thing about like Cerberus, hell, and stuff? Sure, there's no connection. They're just dog-looking things. Oh, oh shit! And he's like a hunting. It's like he's going hunting. He's got a hunting rifle right there. Oh shit! Like his hunting dogs. Oh, who is that she was about to call? I didn't recognize that. Oh god. Oh wow, wow. Once again, I'm surprised sometimes. This doesn't tend to be a super violent show, but when it is, it is. Oh wow. Like, was that her dad on the phone, knowing that he's dead? That's kind of fucked up. Like, she's still trying to call her dad. Wow. Wow. Damn, like, blew her whole head off. Oh, is he gonna display that too? Like, she's been displaying all the other bodies? He's very theatrical, isn't he? A little bit stereotypical white haired villain who likes to spout poetry. Oh, of course. Of course. So this is they're gonna be. Alright. Well, okay. This is an interesting couple of episodes. I didn't know how long Ouryou was going to stick around for because, like, this is a relatively short show. But still, like, she was such a good villain and then just taken out, well, so violently and also just in such short order. But interesting that it wasn't the detectives for once who took her out, but it was the person that she was working with. the whole thing that Makishima kept saying about like a toy, like I guess he kind of seeks out like talents and then tries to either like use it for his entertainment or to use them to kind of further whatever his goal is, which I'm assuming now we're going to focus on him. All right, so definitely a good couple of episodes. It was nice to get back into it. And man, what an ending with that, with like learning about a couple of different things. This supposed serenity. It seems like it's a medically induced, almost like a coma that people go into. They take some sort of medicine that helps with their stress levels, but it can also cause them to basically go catatonic and eventually die. I get maybe it's a thing. It's like who was it who said it? Makishima or someone said that like a little bit of stress in your life is good. Too much is bad. Too little is also no good because then, like, what do you have going on in your life if there's nothing that is exciting to you, either like positively or negatively? So you got to find like that middle ground. I guess it's kind of like real life too. It's like you don't want to live a life completely without any stress at all, but you don't want too much either. But the consequences aren't quite as dire as in this world. And I guess people, it's just they turn to this medication and it ends badly. And, learning about Ouryou, where it's like she wants to continue with her father's art, she felt like he threw it away because of, this medicine. So that was interesting for sure. And, like, obviously we knew that Makishima was behind this, but, like, to see that he's just so willing to throw his toys away once he sees no potential of growth or like he gets bored of them. But like what's the grand goal? It's got to be assume something to do with like his ideas of the system. Obviously he doesn't like this system, and he's fighting back against it, and he's kind of recruiting people to help him commit crimes for whatever reason. But I want to know like what is his grand goal in all this. Like I said, he's an interesting character, a little bit stereotypical in ways. It's just like the the young, hot, white-haired villain who dresses well and spouts like poetry and knows about art and stuff like that, and is very refined, but also very sadistic. But I'm just like I'm still digging it, and of course Kagami once again, despite being taken off the case, he is able to figure out what's going on, and unfortunately wasn't able to save the other girls, but it wasn't even them who took her out. So I wonder if they'll just like never know what happened to Ouryou, or I'm assuming they're probably going to find her body at some point and figure that like somebody is behind this. And I'm sure Kagami will probably be like, Makishima, he's behind all of this somehow because he just has such good intuition. The one downside, like I have to say, is Akane. I understand, she's a rookie. She has to learn from the characters who are more experienced, but it feels like she's not really given a chance to really kind of show her potential. Like at the first couple of episodes, they really focused on her and kind of like her trepidations and her kind of like learning about the job, but now she's kind of been pushed to the side, and it's mostly Kagami and Gino to some points. And I want more of her. Like I want to see her grow, and I want to see like her kind of like take the reins and show some agency, I guess, a little bit. So maybe I'm hoping we're gonna see more of that. But it seems like this whole thing at the end with Makishima being like has his eyes on Kagami. It seems like it's gonna be the two of them. It's gonna be very focused on them. But I'm like, let's give my girl some time to shine. That's all I have to say about that. But overall, this was very interesting, a really fucked up, thing with Ouryou, but she was just taken out so quickly. I found. I don't know. I thought she was going to be at least in another episode, but I guess it seems to be the case where it's like you focus on a villain and antagonist for a couple of episodes, and Makishima's kind of like the big boss at the end, I'm assuming. So I don't know what is the next crime going to be. We're gonna find some more information about like Makishima's big grand goal. I'm interested to see. It was really good to get back into this show again, and hopefully I won't have something else happen to me and I don't have to delay it another week. So I thank you guys so much for your patience. I hope it was worth the wait. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and stay tuned, hopefully next week, for episodes 9 and 10. Until then, bye guys.
Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Nana, Kaori Mikoto, Revealing Storm, Tequila Mockingbird, Jared Fan, Saya, Asborn Kennedy, Harry Gazif, Icognito, Locus Carolus, Matt Goldsmith, and Izzy Ibo.